Alright, so what I ended up doing here was to replace that broken comparator, I put in a 7404. I put in a 7404 inverter, which it's being driven with a sine wave and then outputting a square wave. And then after that, there's a relay which is modulating the carrier. So over here on the circuit, I have the relay and the relay controller board. This is also driving relays around the rest of the radio, such as switching over the antenna and powering off the power amplifiers. So I've got everything running right now. Yep. And right now the blue output is the output to the mixer. I'm putting in a 5-volt peak-to-peak 50 megahertz signal. And the yellow is...
Read it. What is that? It doesn't see very well.
Oh, all right. The blue on the oscilloscope is 4.8 volts peak-to-peak, slightly lower than my 5-volt peak-to-peak input. And then when I press these switches here, then I can turn on and off the carrier being passed to the power amplifier. When it's on, I have about 21.4 volts peak-to-peak, and when it's off,
Megavolt.
about a volt or less. And I do have some extra logic in my relay controller board. So I have the two switches tied together here. They're connected by 1/4-inch jacks. One of these, I don't have the relays hooked up. The rest of the relays hooked up, so I'm not sure which is which. But one of these is the push-to-talk. The other one is the actual Morse key. And so it will not it won't key the carrier unless both of them are pushed, because the one push-to-talk will switch over the antenna, power up the power amp, and then the key will actually key the input. I turned the gain down on my output stage. That's why it looks a little bit lower. So yeah, and that's about it.